Hello everyone and welcome back. Not back, welcome to Alpha Protocol. Game that is close to my heart. I think I have checked all the options. But yeah, this is a spy game. And this is also one of the kind game. There has been other spy games. You can say James Bond, but those are usually first-person shooters. This is also kind of a shooter, if you choose. And then there has been other spy games, but not like this. This is by Obsidian. People who made Fallout, New Vegas, and Pillars of Eternity series. And also they are behind Avowed. Before I continue, I have to check. One thing. What? Hello, Katri. But what? What has been loan? What? Tell me. Please tell me. I am dying. Ah. It has been less than a year. Yes. By the way, there is one person who has already gotten the points. They haven't just used them. And when someone redeems the ala, I am using my good mic for that one. But yes. Secret agents. Okay, soldier, field agent. That entity was a waste of a puncher. It doesn't officially exist. Let's try tech specialist. More healing from first aid kits, higher levels. Oh, this is what I start. Okay. Let's start. Check out presents.
Air traffic control, this is Alpha 254, requesting clearance for departure. Roger that. Are clear. Proceed to runway 5. الطيارة جاهزة للسفر. لازم نتحرك. لازم نتحرك. نرجع للبلد الشمال. نعم سيدي. نعم سيدي. All flight attendants, we are clear for departure. Please take it. سيدي، كل الحرارات وتجهيزات كاملة. ايوه، الصاروخ جاهز ومصلح. هلا نستنى ان الكلمة من شهيد.
If anyone is to blame for these events, Mr. Thornton, it is you. Alpha Protocol began here, after all.
I feel like I've been hit by a freight train.
Move, adjust camera, yes. Acquired PDA.
Good. You're awake. I wasn't sure how long you'd be under. Those tranquilizers wore off fast.
Unless I'm still drugged, I don't think we've met.
Mina. And the static on the screen is interference, not the drugs.
Too bad. Static's a good look for you. So,
Thank you. If flattery's your only weapon, you'll need a gun. And fast.
well, I don't want to wear out my welcome. All the more reason to leave.
And how do you propose to do that? You're locked in. There's a guard outside. Eventually he's going to come check on you. And when he does...
I'll think of something. Let me check the room. There's got to be another way out.
All right, then. Don't take too long. The door's locked down. But you might be able to find a way to break the glass.
In case of emergency.
That did it.
Guess Sleeping Beauty's had enough. That you, Mike? You just hold on. I'm sending some guards to tuck you back in.
Hiya! I know Kung Fu.
You need to shut off the alarm. The panel's on the wall. Do a
Okay, got it. I have done this just because I
bypass on it.
testing did this game work. No.
Mike, careful.
There.
They probably have a guard in the lobby.
Do they? They have. Sneaky, sneaky.
It's on.
I have a gun.
Ah, there you are, Mike. Gotcha.
My heart. Ow. Come on. Bigger pool.
Watch out for cameras. If they spot you or you destroy them, they'll sound an alarm.
How did he wake up so fast? He just got here. Who cares? We'll just put him under again.
Mike, they've dispatched a squad to your area.
Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
I am super sneaky. They never knew I was here. Is there anything here? Nope. That actually looks like my very first PC. Restricted
Almost
area.
gave me the slip. Now we got you.
Oh, cute. Yeah, I did the tutorial. That is actually easy. Than the hacking.
Any sign of our new arrival?
No sign of him yet.
Careful, Mike. Truck coming in. And guards at the exit. Try to stay out of sight if you can.
I am always out of sight. I am super stealthy. So I need to go there. Ah!
Done it now, Mike. Too bad for you.
Mike, get out of there.
This is good. It's one of those days my Hinris is dying. Or my brain can't keep up. One of the two. This and there. Ah! Who did that? Ouch. Okay. Tutorial. Yeah, sadly I know this one, yeah.
End of the line, Mike. Give it up.
No. I'm not giving up. Except about my life.
Mike, stay where you are. Don't.
All right, Mike, that's enough.
That's enough? I think that's my line. What the hell's going on? Why did you drug me?
We need to get the location of this facility. Confidential. especially if you got kidnapped and questioned.
I don't give up government secrets.
I believe you. Everyone says that during the first hour of interrogation.
So this is all part of the orientation?
Yep. I'm gonna ask you some questions, run you through some more tests, then you and I can talk. Face to face. That make you feel better?
I'm ready. What tests?
Not a physical, if that's what you're thinking.
No, I figured that was all done while I was unconscious.
And then some. We ran your blood work, checked your vitals. You seem healthy. Just one thing we should check. Your psych profile. I've been reading and rereading your dossier. Says here you were the guinea pig of the division. A walking scientific survey of counter-terrorist devices.
I tested several prototypes in the field, yes. The new iteration of shock traps was due to feedback I provided.
So you're why the 1.2 is a piece of junk.
No, sir. I'm why the 1.2 was canceled. My report is the reason 1.3 went into production in April.
Well, you and Darcy shouldn't have much time to spend together with the tech training then. If you gain more experience in the field, you may want to specialize further. But we can leave that until you've got some missions under your belt. That's it. Now I'm gonna let you out of the pen here and meet the rest of the crew.
I'd prefer an assignment, not a meet and greet.
How about you earn it first? And that means following orders, got it? The rest of the crew will take it from here. They'll be running you through the basics of weapons, gadgets, and espionage tactics. When you're cleared on the basics, come find me for your assignment. I won't lie to you, Mike. It's a big one, and dangerous. But I think you're the man for the job. Make the rounds. I'll see you soon.
I got 10 points. Okay, what I want to use them on? Should I get more health? Martial arts? Oh, let us cool down all abilities. Should I try to... No, I have a feeling Pacifist Run is always the hardest one. Especially when I'm not familiar with the game yet. Well, I am a familiar... I have played this game before, but it has been years since this came out. There. Confirm.
Big ass screen.
I want to stream setup like this. This is like Back to the Future 2. Look, there's a weather channel, there is sports, there is political news, or is it the newest Mission Impossible movie? and then teho-osasto.
No weapons past this point. Area's off limits. Use your PDA if you're turned around.
Should I go to change your appearance?
Probably want to change. Go on. Your gear's in the lockers.
I tested this, I think, last week. And this as far as I got. Or played. Because I didn't want to get too ahead. Facial appearance. Very pale. Hair. Yes. Beard. Sadly, there is no... Let's say my actual quote-unquote beard is combination of these. Okay, that one. And then idea.
Orientation's not mandatory. You can turn around and go back to Westridge right now. Although that might make him upset.
Our war does not end here. This target is not the last. With our will and our resolve, Al Samad shall continue these attacks, fight the aggression of the West with its own weapons. Yes, for weapons have been delivered to us.
Will I get into trouble
Weapons that will make
for
a
this?
graveyard in the skies of our enemies. We have the ability to strike far and to strike swiftly. There are no limits to our reach, no limits to the just.
Apparently they don't mind. Medical facility of limits. Staff, the medical base of limits until further notice. In the event of an emergency, notify usually. Al-Samad. Attend. Regarding the parcel, buyer is confirmed as an agent of Al-Samad. Seller appears to be operating under the name Nasri. Recommending follow-up on Nasri to determine source of funding. Forensic team has complete survey of suspected firing location as predicted by the triangulation modulus. Good news, evidence of a ground-launched missile would have had to have been a guided missile. No way an unguided rocket could have hit the airliner at that altitude. Has been confirmed by discarded Shepard and particular matter, both of which were fired with 99% certainty when Flight 613 was shut down. Bad news. The missile Shepard matches no known ground-to-air missile system. None. There's no discarded discernible markings, no telltale design marks. Sizing and composition makes it a sure bet for an auto-built weapon, but beyond that, we can't place it. It is almost certain that this is some sort of new generation tech. We have a new fish coming on board tomorrow. You refer to him as Michael Thornton. It is me. Mr. Thornton is most certainly from the National Secret Division, NSD. He has dual PhDs in linguistics and computer science. As you can hear, I am linguistic. Speaks nearly a dozen languages. I barely speak 2. And is generally considered too intelligent for civil service. That I can agree. The director at the DOC recommended him for transfer on account of his physical aptitude and the fact that he was bored out of his mind, hiding behind a desk all day. He made a mockery of all our pre-screening exams, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he'll add to our team. He'll be put through the opening ceremony tomorrow, complete with the hostage scenario and obligatory psych games. Assuming all goes well, he'll be on our shortlist for Desert Spear, Westridge. Why that name reminds me of Mission Impossible. Again, I've run the names you sent me and found 17 out of 18 to have merely circumstantial links, but there was an element of interest. Skip Baxter, the GOP lobbyist, and the list. I found an interesting money trail on him. He collected the re-election funds from 16 different corporations. 87% were within federal election limits. The remainder were beyond the 2,300 limit in place at the time, and pulled them into the True Leadership PAC fund. However, a check for the exact amount of money Baxter put into the TLPAC fund went out on a check numbered 1016 and memo to restoration. The check was buried internally, but I found the cashed check in the records of a bank in Saudi Arabia, cashed by a Nigel Winthrop, where there are 193 Nigel Winthrops in Interpol database. That name is known alias of Shahid. I will inform Westridge. Previous Parkmaster, I need to run some fact-finding sweep for me. I have some names I need to follow up on. Home, work, social, security digits, the usual rundown. See the attachment for names and leads. Santi. Minä tän. Reason, I'm just not interested. And the whole mention of grandkids, it's just a little bit creepy. Yeah, that way you win girls' hearts over. Saying, think about our grandkids.
We bring in the name of freedom for our people. I am a man of my word. And this, I promise you, this attack is but the...
Mikey, be with you in a moment. I'm just setting some things up here. I'm Sean Darcy. I'm going to be running you through tech orientation.
Good to meet you, Agent. What do you need me to do?
We'll be firing up the exercise in a second. For now, just stand there and be quiet, Mikey. Shouldn't be much longer.
Okay.
And here we go. Green lights. I'm glad you finally showed up. Thought you might have gotten lost on the way here. Or were too busy beating up some more guards.
Neither. Just surveying the area, actually. Checking out the facility.
Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, not a good idea. Hitting the guards, I mean. The ones here have a lot of time on their hands, and that means a lot of time to hold grudges.
I'll keep that in mind, but I wasn't expecting to be drugged and attacked.
A good agent's ready for anything, Mikey. But enough chit-chat. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Well, you do. I'm mostly here as an observer. I'll be doing your evaluation, too.
What's that out there? Used car lot?
A target range for you. For me, more like a shooting gallery. Head out the door there and we'll get started.
All right then.
Open the locker and equip yourself. If you use them all, just come back and grab some more. Alright, everyone's favorite. Grenades. Let's see that arm of yours. Go on. Start chucking them. They're concussion rounds, so don't be skittish. They sting, not kill.
Boom.
Alright, now how about something more challenging? Try a ricochet to hit the target behind the wall. Lob it behind the target and use the wall for a hook shot.
Aha.
Now, try and get one through the window.
What? Oh.
Now for some fireworks. Try and chuck one beneath the truck and take out the gas tank. Never get tired of that one. Now, see that electronic lock there? Use your EMP grenade to shut it down. Can save you time in the field.
There.
It's shut down. No more lock. Alright, see that locker there?
Let me
Yeah.
guess. You want me to place one on the door?
Trying to get back to the medical bay, huh? Nice, and just in time.
Hey, Darcy, open up.
Guess some of the other guards will be pulling double shifts for a while. You know those guards you beat up when you got out of medical?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're gonna be joining us in a second. You've got a head start, so if I were you, I'd set an ambush or just start running. Me, I'd use the mines. That's what they're for.
Let's get the first shot at him. Spread out. Watch for devices.
Hey, Sark! I want to talk to you. Sneaky bastard.
The doc's gonna be pissed. Alright, all done. Head on up, Mike. I'll give you a breakdown on your performance.
How
So, Mikey,
did I do?
You did all right on the basic run. You looking to give it another shot, Mikey?
Maybe some other time, Darcy. I just want to get out of here and get my assignment.
You're lost then. I thought you might be scared. I mean, I don't really blame you. It's a big world out there. full of risks.
I'm not scared, Darcy. I'm bored. If this is all you've got to teach me, then I need to move on anyway.
Then weapons orientation, espionage orientation. Let's do the weapons first.
Hello? Anybody shooting in here?
Agent Thornton. Hello.
Hey. Hey, you're the one I spoke to when I woke up in the medical bay. Glad that wasn't a hallucination.
It may have been. Do you remember my name? Or do I need to write it down for you?
Mina, right?
That's right. Good to see you've recovered from the medical room with your memory intact.
Memory intact? Speaking of which, I don't remember where I left my keys. Or my passport.
Confiscating personal items is quite routine. I wouldn't worry about that. But let's get down to the task at hand. I'm here to run you through the weapons training and test your accuracy.
I think my gun is working just fine.
Not according to the tests we ran while you were under, but we'll have the results for you later.
So, about the guns then.
Just head through the door to the firing range, and I'll keep in contact with you over the earpiece. Head over to the table, get your weapons, and we can begin.
Yes, ma'am.
The standard field agent package includes a pistol, SMG, shotgun, and assault rifle. Each has its strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with the pistol. Equip the pistol, then aim down range and take some shots at the target. Good aim. Now,
Thank you.
steady your aim for a few seconds. Then fire. Precision shots can take down a target quickly. Now, let's move on to the submachine gun. Now let's empty the clip. Let you get a feel for the recoil. Now take cover. Still using cover, take some shots at the target. Accuracy's terrible when firing blind, but it can get the job done, eventually. Now try popping out and focusing your aim. You can use cover to your advantage here. I've unlocked the door to the tactical range on your right. Let's see how you do against some moving targets. Now, with the pistol, you'll want to be patient and attack when targets get close. Good. Now for the shotgun. Holding the trigger steady and firing can knock down even heavily armored targets. Good. Next. Now for your submachine guns. If you're trapped in close quarters with multiple opponents, the SMGs can help clear the room quickly. Not subtle or quiet, but... And that's enough.
I am the best.
For long-range encounters, The assault rifle's the key. It's accurate, powerful. Just be sure to line up your shots carefully. Watch for attackers from above. They may be out of reach, but not rifle range. That's it. Take the ladder, head up and back. All done.
Good, Mike. I'm logging the results now.
Alright. Is somebody out on the course?
Darcy. He's trying to beat your time.
Well, how's he doing?
Not well. He's distracted.
Why?
As soon as he knew you were talking to me, Mike, he was in here in a second, in case he saw you as a challenge for my affections. It's like a cage match with you boys.
Am I? A challenge, I mean.
If you have to ask, Thornton, then there's your answer. All right, let's see here. That's pretty good. Not the best on record, but still.
Thank you.
You can give it another run if you want. The course should be free.
I'll pass.
Very well. I'll log your score. I'll have the results sent to your handler, and Westridge can give the rest of your evaluation, provided you've completed the other tests.
Then I have espionage left.
This is a restricted area. The vending machines are down the hall and to the right.
I'm here for espionage training.
Westridge's new recruit. Good. There's no time to waste. So, orientation. You are familiar with the premise of an obstacle course, I assume?
Yes.
Excellent. And I don't need to explain. Up the ladder is the training area. The first test is navigating through the environment without being detected. Following that, you'll be facing live challenges against the agents here.
Anything else I should know about running this course?
Yes. I suggest you do it quickly. And talking gives your position away.
What's the deal with the security panel?
It secures the entrance. If you're as capable as Westridge says, then you should have no trouble hacking it and gaining access to the course. Clock's ticking.
Great.
Course begins now. Hack the door in front of you to gain access to the course.
There.
Always check your surroundings for cameras. We can't have you appearing on the nightly news.
But I want to appear in the news.
Mind the gap. The key to stealth is timing. Pay attention to camera movements, then exploit their blind spots.
Interval. There. There was nobody.
I've unlocked the security door. Come back to the control room for your evaluation.
Your score is based on several factors. Sorting the
Yeah.
numbers now.
Ashley, hello. Was actually a good time.
Very good. Above average performance for a trainee. Okay. You want to run it again?
No, I don't think so.
Very well, I'll log the results. Westridge can complete your evaluation once you finish the other tests.
Anything else you could share that might help me out? I feel like I've already got the basics down.
Was there anything else?
What do you actually do here?
My primary role is intelligence analysis, but at times I serve as a handler during sensitive missions.
So you've been on a lot of Alpha Protocol ops.
Key ones, yes. I was involved in the events leading up to your assignment, in fact.
How?
I took on the role of a contractor, an accountant. Money is one of the easiest ways to track events.
Is it
It
me
often means the
or
best finger.
does
So you're a
his
spy.
voice
I'm an observer. I rarely
remind
take
me of
the smallest event, if
Elusive
analyzed
Man
incorrectly or acted
from
on
Mass
improperly,
Effect.
could have great repercussions. And that's where I come in, to interpret events.
Like butterfly wings sparking a tornado? That kind of thing?
Spare me the butterfly cliche. Guerrilla actions, nuclear tests, exposing a corrupt politician, a rise in grain prices, and... yes, the downing of an airliner in the Middle East. All of these things have the potential to create larger catastrophes.
You were just about to say that.
Controlling the repercussions of these events, getting agents the information they need to put fires out before they rage out of control.
Yeah, I think he's
That
not Martin Sheen.
is my job.
No.
So when I'm in the field, my orders come from you or another analyst.
So it is-
My job is what? To listen?
Yes, it's a numbers game. But decisions must be made quickly.
It's not, but
If the
it is very
decisions are solely
close.
reactive or passive, well, then you operate at a disadvantage.
So sometimes you create events.
For political equilibrium, yes, at times. At other times, to give America an economic advantage.
I thought we were mostly mission-driven.
We are. But even you will see the effect that even seemingly minor interactions have on the structure of a mission. Carry the logic one step up, and it shouldn't be hard for you to grasp.
Ever get much of a break?
The world is never asleep, and neither am I.
You know, I actually thought you were the janitor when I arrived.
That would either be an insult or an excellent deduction. I'm guessing the former.
I was actually just trying to make conversation. But why would that be an excellent deduction?
Because, Agent, Alpha Protocol can only maintain plausible deniability as long as no one knows we exist. That means continually cleaning and scouring data, masking our communication lines, and protecting our global positioning.
Alright, I was just asking, no harm meant. I even take back the janitor comment.
The title fits, and apologies are necessary and unwarranted. So, in short, yes, I clean up after others, and if necessary, I'm the one tasked with shutting this program down.
Shutting it down?
Turning off the lights, putting up the chairs, locking the door.
What does that mean exactly?
This place cannot be
This is
found.
busy.
If Alpha Protocol is compromised, any evidence of the program must be deleted.
But what happens to the... I mean, is there an escape route, or what happens?
What do you mean, Agent? Be specific. I dislike dancing around an issue if one exists.
What happens to the program? Seems like a waste of resources.
You are correct. If ended, it starts again under
He
a
likes
different
me.
name, with a new agenda.
I have a
You
friend.
sound like you've done this before.
If I have, it's classified. Or perhaps I'm joking. Are we done here, Agent? I think I've answered all your questions.
Some of them, yeah. The others can wait.
But yeah, this is from the GOG. You know, the GOG version. Good old games. But I have owned this on... I am thinking, did I have this on PlayStation? I know I had this on PC at least, back in the day. His voice actor is called Michael Bell. Michael Bell. Martin Sheen. Coincidence? I think not. But yeah. Yesterday I was able to finish Sea of Stars DLC. And I was very, what I should play. There is Mega Man and other games, but but this is also one of those games that I wanted to start. I love this game. Michael Bell, born July 30, 1938, is an American actor who is most active in voice-over roles. He has acted in video games and animated series, including Legacy of Kain, The Transformers, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. I am guessing the original cartoon, then. The Houndcats, Rugrats, The Smurfs, The Incredible Hulk, and Snorlax, and appeared on screen in film and television, including the TV programs Dallas and Star Trek. He had a very good career.
You guys must have spent a fortune on the TVs in this place.
You all done?
You tell me.
Now you're learning. I have to admit I was worried whether we'd be able to keep you here after you woke up in medical. You gave our staff a run for its money.
I gave it my best, and so did they.
Fair enough. It'll be a good excuse to up the morning drills around here. Got your evaluation back on the tech portion of your training. Looks like Darcy went the usual route with new candidates. Even so, I suggest a refresher course, either here or on the field.
38 and he's still alive. It would mean he's 90 years old.
In fact, I think you outperformed many other guards, and it's your first day.
She's a good teacher.
She is, and she has a good eye for potential. I'll let her know your opinion. And here's a surprise, a positive evaluation from Parker. On the number side as usual, but he actually took the time to write a sentence.
He did.
How long sentence?
What was the sentence?
You may have been right about this one, Westridge. For Parker, that's high praise. Assuming you don't let us down, Mike. Looks like that's it for the physical evaluation. Now for the hard part. Tell me why you're here. Not everyone gets chosen for this line of work, but you volunteered. Usually we have to ask.
I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
What makes you think you're ready? Because I tell you, we get a lot of recruits in here, and you're not convincing me.
My opinion isn't important. Yours is.
Not out in the field, and not when you're dealing directly with others. Then your opinion is all that counts. Beyond the guns, tech, and sneaking around in the dark, there's one last part of this job that nobody else here quite gets.
I'm listening.
Good, because listening is a large part of it. The way you talk to people, your attitude. That's what we're going to discuss now.
I'm not sure I understand. Is there something wrong with how I deal with people?
No, believe it or not, you're not here because you're a people person. You're here because your psych profile says you're skilled at manipulating others.
Was that a compliment?
So I am a
sociopath. The way you project
sociopath.
yourself definitely affects what people think of you, and your reputation with them.
What do I care what others think?
You shouldn't. Having a bad or good rep with someone can actually gain you different benefits. Sometimes you want to piss someone off so they can't think straight. Other times you want to build a strong rapport with someone and talk your way out of a bad situation. All depends on your objective. This goes for your handlers as well. We're going to be sending you into a lot of dangerous places, and your only backup is going to be who you're talking to on your headset. How you treat them is going to have an effect on the success of your mission.
So if I piss them off, I'm screwed?
No. A handler that likes you too much and puts emotions before the mission can be just as dangerous as one who resents you.
This is a long way of telling me that I should just act the way I want? And if I compromise an asset in the field by choosing the wrong path?
No, again, there are no bad choices, just results. Over time, folks may hear about you and your attitude before they meet you. They may have a preconceived notion of how you're going to treat them, which can affect their reaction.
Well, maybe they should take the time to know the real me.
If only. Time's something no one seems to be able to spare, especially during a conversation. Although that can be a plus.
What, like stalling for time?
The clock doesn't stop when you're speaking to someone. So if you need to get your second win before a fight, making small talk can buy you time.
But if I'm running on adrenaline, won't chatting take me off my guard?
It can. So if you need to get to the point, act instead of fight. For example, if you don't think I have any more to teach you, then you could just say, I'm done with this. I wouldn't think any less of you. You seem to have the basics down.
Well, I prefer action, but why would I be talking to them if I need to shoot them? Seems like a bullet might be the best opener.
Sometimes it is better if you shoot first. Still, approaching someone to talk to them can allow you to get the drop on them if you get close enough to strike. Use it if you have to, if the conversation isn't going your way. Assuming there's even a way you want the conversation to go.
Like if I wanted to seduce someone? I mean, not like I have trouble with that or anything.
If that's what you want to do, pay attention to the clues in your environment. Sometimes people will have advice, and intel can help. But there's another way. Read much?
Mostly tech user manuals. Then I rewrite them.
There's a host of information out there through dossiers, email, and other documents that represent total research others have collected on a target, organization, or operation.
And what does that get me, exactly?
Sometimes you'll spot obvious triggers. People who don't respond well to smartasses, like me. Others who respect loyalty, duty, a professional approach. Others who don't have time for bullshit, and like it when you get to the point. But dossiers just don't contain psych information. They'll usually have combat information on your target as well. What side they favor, any past injuries, common weapons or tactics they use. Some of it blunt, some of it subtle. But if push comes to shove, it can give you an edge in combat. The more you've done your homework, the more vulnerable they'll be.
So when the guns come out, the dossier can come into play. Have you read mine?
Several times.
You have dossiers on everyone here?
Yep, if you can dig them up. You might learn a few things. Sometimes reading a dossier will give you more options when dealing with others. A few facts to bring up, to shake secrets loose.
What about you?
You should already know what makes me happy, Mike, and what pisses me off.
How do I know when I have the go-ahead to start accessing files?
After meeting a target or hearing their name referenced by someone else, you should have a target ID. Then hop onto the database and start doing your homework. You can usually unlock their basic information at that point. Let's start with a simple one. Al-Samad. That should be familiar to you.
The terrorist group?
Yes, you can research groups as well as people. It doesn't carry the same benefits, but it can provide useful intel in the field. Talking to people about others is a good way to help gain dossier information. Sometimes people will have information on
Sorry, I was so focused. I am not
Okay.
evil.
So I've
I am
suffered through your
innocent.
interrogation.
I am
I'll give one if
incel.
need be. Am I ready or not?
We'll see. Meet me in the command center, and I can give you a proper mission briefing.
Good. Because I'm sick of this room.
Trust me, Mike. If it was up to me, you'd never see this interrogation cell again. Recognize him?
That's Sheikh Ali Shahid, the voice of Al-Samad. They say he was responsible for shooting down that airliner in the Middle East. Word around the agency is a prototype missile shot down that airliner. Had a multi-stage targeting system called Jacob's Ladder. Halbeck's had the system in development for years. I didn't know they'd finished it. That's cutting-edge tech for a missile.
Missiles. He's got more. He stole them from Halbeck, and we need them back before he gets any more trigger-happy. Then we want you to kill him.
You know where he is.
No, but that'll be part of your mission in the Middle East. Find the missiles, then find him and take him out.
You don't want him taken alive.
If he cooperates, sure, bring him in. On the off chance he tries to kill you, then put a bullet in his head.
I'll put my years in charm school to use.
All right, then, pack your gear. You're heading to Saudi Arabia.
Not coming with me?
I'll be there in spirit, and on video and radio when needed, Agent.
And I just got here. Oh, well, I'm gonna miss this place.
I doubt it. I'll contact you when you reach Saudi Arabia.
And that was the first mission. The tutorial. I think I said it in the beginning that this is one of the most unique games. You know, this is kind of like Mass Effect combined with Metal Gear. And I think that combination, we need more this type of spy games. You know, imagine like Baldur's Gate, but with spies and James Bond gadgets. Well, technically, there is Phantom Doctrine that is a kind of XCOM with spy version of XCOM, but I mean like this kind of game. And then have so many systems that you can just go with the, you know, gun-ho, or then help. You can sense it is getting very warm because my plane doesn't work. It's not hot, but still. After awakening medical facility surrounded by armed guards, Agent Toton was put through a rigorous screening process. Agent Toton was not notified of the test. After a brief introduction to the facility, Toton was instructed to attend orientation on the use of gadgets, espionage, and infiltration tactics, and in basic weapon use. We are going to Saudi Arabia, yes. And the most effective weapon, enemies tranquilized. Should I go, you know, what happens? You know that if I am getting into a serious firefight, I actually use, you know, deadly weapons, or should I try to be not killing anyone? But obviously, if I kill someone, stuff that just happens.
Care to explain how Halbeck lost its missiles?
Old news. An accounting error.
You played through non-lethal.
You didn't lose them, did you?
Angry, Mr. Thornton? Because of what happened in Saudi Arabia.
Mike, can you read me? I'm getting lots of interference.
I made it to Saudi Arabia, sir. I'm at the safe house.
I guessed that much. See any shadowy agents in trench coats at the airport?
No, sir, I don't think so.
That was a joke, Mike. But stay on your toes anyway. Finding Shaheed is your primary objective. Trouble is, we don't know his location. But we have 3 leads. An arms dealer, Nasri, is believed to have sold the missiles to Shahid, and he's currently operating in Saudi Arabia. If you can intercept him, maybe he can tell you where Shahid is, or guide you to the missiles.
Do we have anything else on Nasri?
Nothing more than what's in his dossier. If you can manage to make any contacts and find out more, we'd welcome it. We also tracked down the location of an airfield Shahid used in the past. If you can sneak in and plant a listening device, we may be able to track flight Shahid is using to move through Saudi Arabia.
And the third lead?
We've got the coordinates of an Al-Samad detention camp, also used as a stockpile for weapons. We suspect the missiles may be stored there.
Any backup, sir?
Just Darcy on the comm.
Any backup, sir?
Funny, Mike. Darcy's enough. We'll want you to go in alone, recon the area, and shut down their radar and communications. Once that's down, we can call in air support and hit the camp hard.
No pressure.
And no backup. Get used to it. It's the job. You check out your new home yet? It's got some perks you might be interested in.
Anything beyond the weapons locker?
Thought that might hold your attention.
It did? Anything else?
A computer with a hub connection so fast you'll feel like you're going back in time.
What, to the Stone Age? Please.
You can do dossier research, encrypted emails, and if need be, access some of the weapons dealers in the area. That'll be done on your own dime, however, using whatever funds you can find in Saudi Arabia.
I understand, sir. We wouldn't want Alpha Protocol tied to any weapons trafficking in the Middle East.
Exactly. The weapons locker you already found, help yourself to what's inside. Just be sure to choose the ammo and armor you think suits the mission. When you're ready to head out, just use the front door, or access the missions from the main terminal. I'll have already uploaded all the mission specs to your PDA. You can review them at any time.
Alright, so is that it? Westridge. Great. Home sweet home.
Weapons locker. What do we have? I kinda like this one. Dot. I am thinking I should have shotgun and no wait. Video not among you more that this was written before smartphones. Was it a personal data assistant? Personal digital assistant. I don't know why I was thinking data. Maybe because I watched Star Trek. Okay. Okay, I have shotgun.
In Washington today,
Patrick Darcy unveiled new legislation aimed at cleaning up the federal government.
Let's see what's in my room. This is a very nice house. And look, it's double bed. In case I have a company.
Opponents of the bill have labeled it a draconian offense against free speech and so laughably unenforceable as to render it.
Yeah, this how I can in case CA comes over. Maybe. I don't know. My plain glass blank. Silencer. How much? Where is my money, by the way? 7,000. I have played this game before. I have, yes, but it has been years. So, you know, I know the basics. I have faint memory of playing this. But still, I don't remember anything. She is the Russian muscle mummy. Oh. Yes. Okay. I have played this game before, yes, but it has been so long that I don't remember any of the characters, at least by name, but I remember the Mina. At least. For joints. Oh. Step on her for. There. Login password. Able danger. Professional. Download funds. 10,000. Incendiary damage over time. Do I want to buy anything? Upgradable. But that is also
Tensions continue to rise in the Far East as Taiwan.
there. Pantepa tonne. Reports indicate Shaheed may be used an airfield east of Disan. Infiltrate the airfield, download the flight logs and get out without being spotted.
Today, Senator Patrick Darcy unveiled new legislation aimed at cleaning up the federal government by greatly restricting lobbyists' access to legislators.
The bill, called the People.
Let's go. Start mission.
Mike, enjoying Saudi Arabia? I've been keeping an eye on your mission.
What do you think?
I think you're lucky. All I'm seeing are satellite images. Guess that'll have to do.
Speaking of which, anything new on Shaheed or the other leads?
Not much more at the moment. I know Parker and Darcy are trying to dig up as much as they can through contacts and surveillance, though. Anything come up you need my help with?
Can you tell me anything about my mission here in Saudi?
Probably nothing Westridge hasn't explained already. If you infiltrate the airfield Shaheed uses, I may have more practical advice.
Why is that?
I'll be your handler for that mission. Don't worry. I'll be gentle. I know it's your first time infiltrating an airfield.
I've flown more times than I can count.
And how high is that?
Counting the times I had to parachute out or not? Can you tell me anything about Shaheed?
Not much more than you'd find in his dossier. His personal fortune doubled in 1 year when gas was $4 a gallon. And he likes feeling safe when he travels.
What do you mean, safe?
While Al Samad is mostly untrained civilians using Cold War guns, His personal bodyguards are well trained. And judging from the missile used on the airliner, let's just say he makes sure they have cutting-edge tech.
So you've been with Alpha Protocol a while, then?
Not as long as Westridge, and not nearly as long as Parker. This assignment with Shaheed is probably the biggest one I've been involved in.
What other assignments have you been on?
I went undercover with Parker in Milan as a contractor for Halbeck. It's how we found out the missiles were gone in the first place. Although it was too late to stop Shaheed. The incident with the airliner...
Well, we'll catch him this time. He won't get another chance.
I hope so. I feel like if we'd been a little quicker with analyzing the data...
Don't beat yourself up over it. What's done is done. Let's focus on the next step.
You're right. We're closing in on him, and it shouldn't be much longer.
Still, with Alpha Protocol, what I don't understand is why the United States would want to keep this operation secret. Don't they want Shaheed captured?
I think it's the missiles that are the problem. Halbeck's a substantial government contractor. The fact the missiles were involved complicates things.
Complicates things? As in, they're a potential embarrassment to Halbeck?
I think that's a big part of it. U.S. weapons used to kill U.S. citizens wouldn't look good on a front page, even if the missiles were stolen. Alpha Protocol does a lot of operations like this. I don't know all of them, or all the names this program has had. It carries out missions without the knowledge of other U.S. agencies.
Like what, the CIA?
The CIA, the NSA. Most congressmen don't even have a clue this program exists. It's designed to prevent red tape. And if it's found out, it just gets buried and renamed.
Renamed? To Beta or Gamma Protocol?
No clue. Parker probably does. He's been here the longest. Whenever it's in danger of being exposed, it closes shop, and a new one opens up.
Interesting. I guess that's good to know. Wonder if I'd get a new name if Alpha Protocol shut down.
I don't know. We might get new names, new identities. Or fired.
This seems like a big assignment for a new hire. There must have been other candidates.
There were other candidates, including Darcy. But the recommendation was based on Parker, Westridge, and me. Although when I made my recommendation, it wasn't about Shaheed. It was about the larger mission.
So why me?
Because I think when given a choice, you're going to choose the people of a country over the heads of state. And that's not a choice many people here would make in the same circumstances. Especially Darcy. To be fair to Darcy, though, he has family issues that prevent him from going. Notably his father. According to your dossier, your family isn't an issue.
Is that all I am to you? A dossier?
Until you arrived at Alpha Protocol, you were. Not anymore. I think you're someone who does what's right. And that's what I'm counting on.
That's all I need. Thanks, Mina.
You got it. Call me if you need anything else. Try not to alert the camp. If you do, we may lose our chance to find Shaheed.
I'm inside.
Sure is a lot of security.
Tell me about it. There's cameras all over the place.
Bad. But it also means they've got something here worth protecting.
When I try to be sneaky, it doesn't work.
Judging from the schematics, there's a security gate cutting you off from the tower.
Any way around it?
Should be a terminal for the gate in one of the buildings. Aside from the panel on the gate itself, but...
Walking right up to the gate will leave me exposed. Got it. I might be able to find a way over it.
if you can fly, then you're welcome to try.
I think you'd be surprised.
Special ammo. Come on out and play. Keypad.
Some IDs on some of the men in the camp. Looks like some of Shahid's a leader here. If you can take them out.
Then I won't have to worry about running into them later.
Can I check the mission? money.
Got the last of Shahid's elite guard.
Nice job. One less thing to worry about later.
Obviously, I try to be sneaky as possible, but stuff happens. And that makes these games fun.
That's that.
Good job. You've shut down the hangar cameras. The ones at the tower are on a different circuit, though.
Bypass checkpoint. I need to go through that.
And that's that.
Good job. You've shut down the hangar cameras. The ones at the tower are on a different circuit though.
Can I get from up there? No, I can't. Ooh. Don't do that. Was it here? No, it was the others. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's that.
Good job. You've shut down the hangar cameras. The ones at the tower are on a different circuit though. Sleep. I just wanted to be sneaky.
just wanted to try to be sneaky.
That's that.
Good job. You've shut down the hangar cameras. The ones at the tower are on a different circuit, though.
Sadly, I can't get through there. Wait. Come on. What does this do? Sitä myös ostan tuossa. Mash to spy, everyone. Oof. Use the turret. Oh. Straight to the butt. I am doing pretty good. Let's turn this off. No, this one. Level up.
Looks like they got a stockpile of weapons here. Gonna see if I can destroy these crates before they get shipped out.
All right, Mike. But the control tower comes first.
And that's the last of them.
Well done. Now for the tower.
What does the intel say? Where? Go back down.
I'm in the control tower now.
Look around for any computers. They may have flight records stored on them we can use to help track Shahid.
Who's there?
I know Kung Fu. Just a computer. Where is it? There.
Done. Transmitting the logs now.
Why, thank you, Mr. Thornton. It seems you found the Al-Samad flight records. Can't wait to analyze these.
One thing I like that obviously it might affect the ending, but if you get caught you can still, you know, play. Continue. Yes. Yeah. Or I can just roleplay as a tech nerd who don't know how to do stealth properly. Stump! I have played Dead Space before.
Receiving. Link strong, we're good. Now get out of there.
Yes. Agent Thornton infiltrated an Al-Samad airfield in order to plant a surveillance device in the air traffic control tower. Bonus objectives Objective. Several weapon gadgets at the scene were found and destroyed. Effect. Lowered ammunition supply for Saudi Arabia. Got and killed Shahid elite guards. Reaching Shahid should meet with less resistance with his location discovered. Protocols. So there were 2 bonus objectives, but apparently I didn't do those. Okay. No fair.
Mike, you made it back from the airfield. I was worried that once you were spotted...
You need to have a little faith in me.
I suppose. You did manage to get us the flight logs. It may be a problem in the future, though. If Shahid feels we're onto him, he'll bring his elite guard in, which could make your upcoming missions more difficult.
I'll have to be on my guard then. Not much else to be done. Is the bug transmitting?
Loud and clear, no problems. We have Parker and some of the other analysts on it now. Shouldn't be much longer.
All right then. Let me know once you found something.
Will do. And again, good job.
Confirming that bug is live and responding with nominal parameters. All inbound and outgoing communication from the control towers are showing up on our servers. Hi Mike. Good find at the flight record data. Shahid's definitely been through the airfield a ton, and the records have some rather incriminating evidence about some other visitors to the airfield. I'll fill you in after I've researched then some more. Anyway, with the bug in place, we should be able to intercept Shahid next time he's inbound, Mina. You're quite welcome. I appreciate the pleasantries. Though I'd wager a month or 2 at the agency you'll lose whatever good classes you learned in life before the protocol. Stay sharp. This job will kill you. Okay. Save. And then small break. I will be right back. I am back. Let's continue. What can I buy? Too expensive. Just buy all the grenades. I am switching my pistol to assault rifle. Ah. Bathroom. This is a very big bathroom. Ah, here. Do I have any upgrades? No. I think I am ready for my next mission. Eight. Based in Middle East, he has connection to Moscow, Eastern Europe, and has been responsible for selling off large Russian weapon stockpiles throughout the world. He has a number of armed guards at his disposal, and he allows that operation. Violation and joking around are pushed with a bullet, and this attitude is mirrored in his guards' treatment for others who come to make deals with Nasri. Systems have been comes dealer. Handler Jansi Westridge. Let's go. So he doesn't like to be choked around.
If I can get in without a firefight, that makes getting to Nasri that much easier.
American. Nasri said nothing about an American.
I'm not looking to advertise my presence, only to do business.
Business, eh?
Check with Nasri if you don't believe me. He's waiting for me, and my down payment.
I call ahead. Go on through.
Can't believe you bluffed those guards.
Yeah, joking around while dealing with terrorists is a very bad idea. I am there. Okay. Switch shipping labels.
Looks like they figured out I was bluffing.
Nasri's headquarters are in an old palace up the hill. That's your target.
Everything's fine. I like that I have at least a map. Most games don't give me that. At least in these kind of games. I want always see where I am going and where I am coming. But I should like that the map would be, you know, designed to one button. Oh, I am back here. Yeah. I need to go the other way, but I am still checking if there's anything here.
Look for alternate ways in. No need to risk a direct confrontation.
I'll keep an eye out.
Where am I now? There, okay. This is what real stealth looks like when I am not shooting myself to the leg. For heads up to anyone, these NPCs, enemies, are very sensitive. So, let's say in Metal Gear Solid, if you can get past them if you run fast enough. Here, if you get spotted, enemies surely will know that you are there. I don't know why you can't see it, but I am actually, you know, leaning, trying to look over the boxes. For some reason, it doesn't help at all. But I am still doing it. Okay. Where am I? Yeah. I hate this.
A lot of stairs.
I thought that was a guard.
Start unloading the second truck.
At least 2.
Why must we hurry to unload these weapons? Nasri has plenty to
3.
display already. Typical.
I was doing so well. I was actually doing so well. Well,
Found a way into the palace.
Good. Going to be hot in there. Careful, Mike.
hello. There's a map. Money. Was there a healing station here? I think there was supposed to be. No. Okay. Or was there? Okay. There wasn't. That is a tank.
Nice collection. Wonder if any of it works.
See if there's something you can use.
Checking quickly. Okay. Right.
The exit's in the corner, opposite the entrance. Try to get to it without getting killed. Mike, what the hell was that?
I, fired a missile at the palace.
First aid. Hello. Stay right there.
Careful, Mike. Nasri's got to be nearby. There's no other exits from the palace.
And then here. And then here is the side mission. Here.
Mike, have you spotted Nasri?
He's right here. He's got nowhere to run. This should be quick. Give me a sec.
Who are you?
Omar Mohammed bin Nasri. By order of the United States government, I'm placing you under arrest.
Arrest? For what? No crime here. Nothing involving United States.
You are in possession of illegal shoulder-mounted munitions. We'd rather you not sell them on the black market.
The missiles. You're too late. Already gone. Sold. You cause all this trouble for nothing.
Sold? To who?
I take their cash, not their names. You come a few days ago. Maybe you could have killed them instead of my men, eh?
Mike, this is bad news. If he's telling the truth.
What you do now, huh? Kill me? That not get your missiles back.
Mike, we need to know where those missiles went.
If we let him go, he could lead us to the people he sold the missiles to. Or they might come after him. Either way, we win.
But if he can't lead us to the buyers, then we've let a killer go, and more people will die. Remember that rocket attack in
Money, guns, yours, if you let me go.
I'll take the cash you made on the sales here, and the account number to the Saudi holdings you think no one knows about. It'll save me from having to hack the file.
Saudi holdings? But...
The cash and the account code.
I get you both. Here, I transmit to you. Number check out, see?
Good. Now get out of here before the Marines show.
Are you sure about this, Mike?
Yeah, if we just let him go without a bribe, he would have smelled a trap. I want him scared, not paranoid. And a little extra cash might prove useful later on.
Fair enough. Search the room, see what you can find.
Money. The stolen Halbert missiles were tracked to a black market arms dealer, Omar Mohammed bin Nasri. He set up camp in an abandoned palace outside Salim. Agent Thornton was dispatched to infiltrate Nasri's compound and discover the location of the missiles. Agent Thornton successfully infiltrated the outer perimeter and got past Nasri's guards, using only his persuasion skills. The guards eventually became aware of his presence, but by then Agent Thornton was already deep in the compound. Once inside, Agent Thornton reached the palace where Nasri was stationed, found his way in, and encountered several large stockpiles of weapons ready for clients in the region. Bonus objective. Agent Thornton found out information on Nasri's trafficking with local Al-Samad cell in the region. Analysts are still examining the data, but agree that Thornton discovered the crystal stone weapons successfully routed the shipment to a new destination. Omar Mohammed bin Nasri was intercepted inside the palace. He surrendered almost immediately. Agent Thornton bargained with Nasri, and in exchange for letting him go, and so that his movements could be tracked, he received a substantial cash deposit from Nasri's Saudi holdings. Nasri's movements can now be monitored, helping inter-gathering efforts, but he is still active in dealing munitions, which will continue to escalate violence in the region. Arms traffic in the region is unaffected. Cash deposit, don't mind if I do. Increased intel options in Saudi Arabia. With the information obtained from the mission, Shahid's location in Saudi Arabia has been discovered and the final phase of Operation Desert Spear is active. New mission gained: intercept Shahid and recover missiles. It crashed.
got to be nearby. There's no other exits from the palace. Nasri's got to be nearby. There's no other exits from the palace.
The neck. I'm happy that it saved me here. So in that case, I don't have to play everything.
Nasri's got to be nearby. There's no other exits from the palace. Nasri's got to be nearby. There's no other exits from the palace.
Come on. switch these labels. Money.
Mike, have you spotted Nasri?
He's right here. He's got nowhere to run. This should be quick. Give me a sec.
You, who are you?
Omar Mohammed bin Nasri. By order of the United States government, I'm placing you under arrest.
Arrest? For what? No crime here. Nothing involving United States.
You are in possession of illegal shoulder-mounted munitions. We'd rather you not sell them on the black market.
The missiles? You're too late. Already gone. Sold. You caused all this trouble for nothing.
Sold to who?
I take their cash, not their names. You come a few days ago. Maybe you could have killed them instead of my men, eh?
Mike, this is bad news. If he's telling the truth.
What you do now, huh? Kill me? That not get your missiles back.
Mike, we need to know where those missiles went.
If we let him go, he could lead us to the people he sold the missiles to. Or they might come after him. Either way, we win.
But if he can't lead us to the buyers, then we've let a killer go, and more people will die. Remember that rocket attack in
Money,
Europe?
guns, yours, if you let me go.
I'll take the cash you made on the sales here and the account number to the Saudi holdings you think no one knows about. It'll save me from having to hack the file.
Saudi holdings? But...
The cash and the account code.
I get you both. Here, I transmit to you. Number check out, see?
Good. Now get out of here before the Marines show.
Are you sure about this, Mike?
Yeah, if we just let him go without a bribe, he would have smelled a trap. I want him scared, not paranoid. And a little extra cash might prove useful later on.
Fair enough. Search the room, see what you can find.
Yes, it didn't clash this time. Yes, it didn't clash. So, before anything else happens, save. And now we have saved. And it is 3 hours. It is enough for today. Why not? They have just started. There. And this is a game that I will continue next week, probably on this. Probably is Tuesday and Thursday game. But let's see what next week is gonna be. But thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody in the chat. My name is Veno. This was Alpha Protocol, one game from my gaming past, and I will see you again next time, saying Venot Channel. Good night.
Alright, more water. More water. Benjamin! Thank you for the raid!
First world problems. I used to have to resurrect myself from death at 2 years old. Work 2 hours per hour. Pay the millionaire for
You know you
permission
don't
to
have to
work out
TTS
the
everything,
work
right,
and
Rytek?
when I embraced the sweet release of death, our dad would bring us back